Good morning, Colonel Joshi. Thanks very much for your excellent letter that you have invited me, which used to be done earlier by General Shah. I pray for his early recovery. And in the meantime, I'm strongly connected with the Professor Kantana Saab almost every day. And the pictures that I see in the screen, good morning to all of you from Dhaka City. And Assalamu alaikum, my colleagues, especially the Colonel Sajjad. He is in the center of the screen. I saw the hero, the Commander Vijai Kapil, but he's gone somewhere now. And my very close friend, Admiral Mohan, who was my course mates in Cochin in 1973 and 4, right in the beginning. So when he came to Dhaka, he visited. I'm very fortunate. And his good lady also accompanied him. They had a small little cup of tea or something, but thereafter I am only seeing him in the screens. But the time, Colonel Joshi Saab, you have given me, it's too little. I just can't finish it. Impossible. See, I love telling because I want to pay my tributes to the entire Indians. What an angel people. They came from where? From the sky, even in Spain, in Barcelona, even wherever I was caught, in Rome. These people I never met before. They came like an angel. And when they heard about my defection, it was an open defection, not a stealing escape. It was not a dacoity escape. It was some sort of responding to the call of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib. What a man! What a personality! What a great oration and his speech and wordings. It attracted me in France. I was in the TV room singly during my PNS Mangrove service. Suddenly it struck me. And I was watching and listening and listening and listening. And I saw our people, Bangladeshi people, are very soft nature, like Indians. Aap to madhur people hai. You people are honey type. You are so loving. And we are also not less than you. We, our ladies, our girls, our university students, they filled up the entire field of Ramna to listen Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib on 7th March. What a historical speech. We were, wherever we were, whether in France, whether in Spain, whether in Italy or United States, I'm surprised. How come the United States were cheated by the bloody Pakistanis? They never told them the actual story and position of Bengalis, what sort of people we were, because they wanted to grab our land. They wanted to keep us as long as they can as a slave and take my properties and take away all my belongings and make their fortune. That was not possible. They made a blunder in the name of bloody religion, in the name of Islam, in the name of Muslim Brotherhood. They have cheated us for 25 years. For that reason, the 7th March speech came, and I was in a position to help my colleagues in the submarine service. And that submarine was historically, it will never be washed away. PNS Mangrove, I was one of the key crew of PNS Mangrove as a submariner. By then, I have already become submarine specialist beginning. You have already shown in your video S130. It reminds me in the sea, the bloody S130 is PNS Ghazi, where I began. It was it got sunk in Vishakhapatnam. There again, I was used by Bir Bahu, the Indian Navy, secretly during the war period for a salvage operation, and I benefit the Indian Navy and the Bir Bahu submariners for our salvaging and how to enter, where to go, how to go with a diagram. And if you could help me so much, why not me? So coming to the defection with the 7th March, it kept on circling in my head that something is going on. Those days, the digitalization wasn't there. No cell phone, no mobile, nothing. Only one band transistor radio used to give the most of the information through BBC and the Voice of America. And it had a particular time in the night, almost 10:30, 11:30. So kept on listening almost every day. Finally, I could understand something is seriously going on in Dhaka city. People are dying. The red bloods are on the road. And the songs also gave us some sort of meaning. So everything all together, I being a citizen of that particular land, every man belongs where he is born. That mud, that fire, that air, the 4 things is linked in the body. And I come from that particular part of Bangladesh. Then I thought, this is the time. I, as a military man, if I cannot be by the side of my people, what is the use? Whether I become a submariner or a millionaire with money or a billionaire, no, it never gives you satisfaction. Thinking on this particular line on the track, I expected intuitionally the liberation war and the independence call becoming. Finally, the 25th March 1971, the crackdown took place. And I got in the next morning, I was on the forecastle, on the forward deck, about inside the dock at Toulon. We were in the dock to clear the bottom and preparing to sail for Pakistan. In the meantime, the Le Monde, there is a newspaper in France, it gave the news that the Bangladesh has declared independence through a clandestine radio. And today, the truth never dies. Truth prevails, and today, everything is coming. Although those days, the CC was not there, the recording was not traceable, but finally, they found that particular clandestine declaration made by Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib. And the man who carried it, he has also come in the history. See, why I'm saying the truth will always come. Nobody can hide it. Nobody can, destroy it. The people tried even in our case at one stage. Today, the way you have brought me, honoring me, for your entire university students and the people and the Indians to listen about the history, how the Pakistanis, what they never thought, they will just kill and smash us, and they just bring the bloodshed in the Bangladesh and kill us and stop us from the demand. But what happened? Even a single man could come out from France. Then I started leaving on 26th March, but it wasn't possible. Finally, we left PNS Mangrove on 29th March 1971. That's why I always say I am born afresh on 29th March 1971, not in British time or Indian time, because then my age becomes too high. But now I'm 33. We always say, if you are in heaven, you will remain at 33 forever. I'm there because I'm a clean man. I'm a warrior. I'm a Navy man. We fight in the war. See, and we also remain underwater and hit the enemy. That is what we have done. Coming to defection in a small time. And 29th March 1971, the defection was open on through by road from Toulon. We came to Marseille. From Marseille, a minute before midnight, the train left for Geneva. We came to Geneva, we could not enter. I don't know from where all this, you know, the planning was initially done, but later on, shifting and turning, where to go, what to do, all these things, as if these were all, you know, miracle. It is destined that to do this sort of, you know, successful defection. Finally, we could not enter. We shaped our course to Barcelona via Lyon. There we again found out that we can enter Barcelona, Spain without visa. And we entered. Here comes the role of Indians. But today, it is so easy to trace anybody with the retards, with the gadgets. But those days, it wasn't possible for anybody, even the Indians in France, even in Barcelona, even in Spain, to trace us. When we contacted after clearing the French border to Barcelona, we contacted Indian consulate. I want to know those people now, because I'm still alive. I want to see those people. I don't know their names. They are the one who has given me the connection to meet the ambassador, charge d'affaires, those who was holding the charge, Sri Bedi in Madrid. He is the man. He is the man. Then we went to Madrid, and there we met Mr. Sri Bedi. He came to our hotel. We have exchanged our passports with him. And in 10 minutes, he got the political asylum from Indira Gandhi. What a leader. What a loving, great leader. Sometimes I find the Bongo Bandhu was very close, and they would have matched together. I tell you, they should have remained together. This is something unique in my eyes. Indira Gandhi used to love us. What a lady. She is so dynamic. She motivated the whole world for Bangladesh. What a charismatic leader. Like not very many. There are two leaders in my life now I'm seeing. One is Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib, and another is Srimati Indira Gandhi. What a lovely lady. And the Jagjivan Ram, they send us the political asylum in 10 minutes time. It risked on receiving this. Sri Bedi Saab arranged our flight, next onward flight to Bombay, Delhi. No delay business. Then we flew. By then it has become 10th April, almost 10th April, 29th March, 30th gone, and the Barcelona and Madrid. By then 10th April, I remember, we flew from Madrid. The moment we took off, the whole world has come to know, because Mr. Sri Bedi has given it in the air. The 8 submarines, we were in fact total 9. One guy was from Sylhet. You know, the Sylheti guys, a lot of Sylhetis are in England from Bangladesh. Even in Pakistan time also they used to go. So this guy, instead of joining me in Marseille, but he got the passport from me. Everybody got passport single. I did not keep any witness that I have given the passport, because I knew if I'm caught, I will be shot. Mutiny, it wasn't that easy game. Remember, you take yourself back in 71. What was your age? What was your strength? What sort of guts and the morale you had? It wasn't that easy in 71, when there was the less number of people. Bangladesh had no navy in 71 when the liberation began. It was we, 8 submariners, responded with the call of Bangabandhu. We are coming. We will join you. We will fight the bloody enemy. We will see them at the cost of our life. Because nothing that I carried my all belongings. We had plenty money, 1,000 francs per month. In those days, you can imagine. Everything was free. Everything was free as a mariner. What a great life. But if the bloody submarine sinks, you are sunk. One submarine sunk. That was Eurydice in front of us. De Gaulle was the president. I remember with the De Gaulle, I have also, joined him to read Lay in the Sea for the Eurydice. The entire best crew of France gone underwater. So I could also, in my submarine life, in my submarine service, the adventurous and thrilling and money. But life is also in hand, anytime. Well, similarly, but the Liberation War was much bigger than that. Well, coming back to 10th April, when we landed in Rome, I could see through the window the lot of cameramen and the news reporters. By then, because of the mobile sets and then the digitalization wasn't there. That's why we were not caught at Geneva. We were not caught at Lyon. We were not caught at Barcelona. But when the message was given by Mr. Sri Bedi, we were caught at Rome. Most probably it was 10th April. You can check. The same day, there was a plane which was supposed to come from New York, and we will transfer from this Spanish, or I don't know which aircraft. From that aircraft, we will go to the Indian Airlines for onward flight to Bombay. But that flight couldn't come. It got delayed for 10 hours because of the strike in New York in 1971. Then here I want to say and pay my respect to the Indian Airlines staff. What a charismatic, the style. I never met these people, whether from Maharashtra or Tamil Nadu or the Kakinada or the Kannur or the Goa or where from Delhi or Bombay. We never met anybody. But these people, what a great assistance. They managed in 1 hour time. They sent us back to Geneva, where we could not initially enter by air, instead of keeping for 10 hours in the Rome airport, because the Pakistani 4 guys came running from the embassy. Even they couldn't shut the button properly in the shirt and asking us, "Arey bhai, aap galti kar rahe hain, aap galti kar rahe hain, aap galti kar rahe hain, don't go. Nothing will happen to you." I said, bloody hell, I'm moving with you. I'm from a new country. It is Bangladesh. And my country has declared independence. I'm just not with you. Don't dare talk to us, talk to me, and talk to any one of us. So in 1 hour time, Indian Airlines, they just sent us back to Geneva. We waited there for 1 hour. After 1 hour, we took another aircraft straight to Bombay via Karachi. While it was flying over Karachi, we were again, alert. I myself was alert with the fork and spoon. I'll be using it as a knife in case anybody tries to enter the cockpit, and so that it is not landed again and we get caught. So we were so alert. And then finally, on arrival, Bombay. So this was the part of the Indian staff. They came to me till today as an angel. In Barcelona, in Madrid, the Sri Bedi, he's alive. He is in my book, Operation X, which is written by the Indian great writer and the late great Captain Samanta. So I was there in this particular book's launching at Delhi. I was very fortunate. I'm still fortunate with the Indian people. I want to praise these people till I'm alive in this world. And sincerely, the assistance, the help, the magnanimity you have shown is unparalleled. Even in your war, the amount of Manik Shah and the Indira Gandhi's discussion one can make out. See, they are so methodical. Even the Admiral Nanda of the Indian Navy, I met him twice. He came to visit my camp at Bhagirathi, at Palasi, where the bloody Robert Clive has taken all our juices. This subcontinent, India, was the richest country in the world once upon a time. But abhi sab gaya. They have made their fortune. The queen puts on all the crown. But these are all from India. These are ours and yours. We are also magnanimous people, hospitable people. Once our heart is filled up, somebody's, with sweetness, हम सब दे देते हैं. आप भी तो ऐसे ही है. You are also. The Indians are also. It is just like that. It is until today. But the bloody Pakistanis, they are whimsical. They just fought. They thought they will finish us. They never realized what is happening today. The whole world is cursing them. They can never come out from this sort of atrocities and the killing, the brutalities that they have done in this country with these innocent people, the way they have ran over. With the tanks from Dhaka city, I'm sitting there now, near the capital, just not even a mile from this place. They ran over the civilians. Indiscriminately, they ran over the innocent people. They were my brother and sisters. They were my parents. They were my relations. They're Indian, I find very cool. That's why General Maneksha took time. Let me prepare. Let Nanda also got his time. Let me settle down and prepare the Navy. Let us have our preparation first. And in the meantime, the few months when we started after reaching India, when we began our operation, thereafter, in the meantime, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force, like my friend, the Admiral Mohanan, what a fighter pilot, what a greatness of 7,000 tonnage aircraft carrier and the pilot on board. The 70,000, the US 7th Fleet could not reach in this particular water. What a game. In the meantime, the Russian also came up. I was a bit surprised about the, Americans. Today they realize that they made a mistake. But who actually briefed you? It was the Pakistanis. Anyway, coming to the landing at Bombay, finally, soon after landing, we were taken to Delhi. And there, our leader, the General Usmani, also came and met us. Here, we were not freely allowed to move or go around in Delhi. I still do not know where we were kept. But all big people came and sat down. I remember one today, Admiral Mihir, who became later the Navy Chief. He was DNI. Once up direct naval intelligence in those days. He came in, the sponge chappal, so that one cannot make out that he is a very senior high officer. Because those days, the intelligence was like this. So that camouflage. But he was so handsome. He was so fair. But he got caught today. And he became later on Admiral and the Chief. I also became last was Director Naval Intelligence. But we don't do intelligence like that. Anyway, so they all were very nice. Then the one gentleman was a bit dark, very heavy, but very loving color. I must say, handsome. Maybe from the intelligence bosses, they all sat down. General Usmani was also there. We were talking very serious and asked, what do you want to do? We said, we have not come here with political asylum to stay in the state guest and in your 5 stars or whatever stars. I have enjoyed all the privileges in my past life in France. I had a lot of girlfriends, but dil ka saaf. No, nothing bad. But sailor is always like that. But the thing is this, those people were so good, they still do not know where I am. I don't know whether I am on trace or traceable, but I came for a great job. I left everything. So when they had, please let us go to the border or to the freedom fighters, just we want to join before it finishes. I want to participate in the liberation war. That is the only aim, is to join the liberation war. Then they realized these guys are very tough. We have already spent almost 10 years in the submarine service, and we know we were the key personnel in the service also. So then, who all were there? Only one name I could tell you today, but the rest I still do not know. But we had no problem, no complaint. We waited for a few days, and then they planned to use us, only 8 submariners initially, to send us to the harbor mouths, Chittagong port, Mongla port, and the all important ports to hit with the mine. But they have not mentioned mine. And the limpet mine also, nobody shown the brigade. The Commander Kapil is from the Palasi, he's one of the most handsome lieutenant those days, in uniform, standing, not even shaking hand with us in the camp, because it's still secret. You never know who. But he knew that we, the submariners, we were already trained as an instructor. Immediately in 15 days time, that Delhi meeting with the General Usmani and the few Indian heads, we were trained in Delhi, near the Jamuna River, and for demolition in Qutub Minar. But the purpose is still not clear. Then later on we understood we have become divers now with a pair of fins. There was no time to do with the apparatus, because the apparatus takes minimum 2 to 3 months. So that's why it was immediately they realized, because they were keeping a track of the liberation war situation and the Pakistani's position and all. See, the liberation war was different. The bloody Pakistanis, they fought against the civilians. They were fighting against the civilians. But your war, which came up later on 3rd, that was military to military, the army to army, navy to navy, air force to air force. That was not civilian. In my case, the entire civilian was in the war. Entire people was in the war. That's why the Pakistani thought they were hero. They are not. They are bloody coward. I have hit them. They were totally down.
So the students are very keen to know your story behind your gallantry awards. They're time and again messaging in the inbox. So may I request you to kindly tell us the story of that brave action you did, sir, which earned you this award, sir?
Yeah,
I'm sorry I interrupted you, sir.
Not at all. It's not an interruption. You must do it, because I will love your sound to accept, and I will make sure that you get answer. In the sense, where is your student? I don't see them, number one. You must invite me so that I come in front of them and tell them, here I am the man. I have done this. I'm very lucky and fortunate. 2 gallantry awards is nothing at the cost of somebody's life, because the achievement was so great, even the whole Bangladesh cannot, fill it up. One is the most successful planning and defection from the submarine. Who will take the risk of taking out the 45 passports from inside the submarine, near the control room, near the communication? I was also captain secretary of the submarine, and I had a lot of privilege. They trusted me. That's why I'm not going against anybody. Those who were good, but I'm not saying the Hitler was good. I'm not saying the Mirzafar was good. I'm not saying there are many bad people, they were good. But here, the good one, even in Pakistan Navy, everybody used to, so far that I served and came across, they loved me. It's not that for just like that, for the service, for the professionalism. That was always, ahead of everything. Well, second is the successful defection. Because if we all 8 wouldn't have come, the Navy was born there. There was no Navy in Bangladesh. Army had something. Colonel Sajjad will definitely bear me out, because the army had some people, but the Navy, there wasn't any. That was the beginning of Bangladesh Navy. And the same people we were taught, as I was saying, in Delhi, and I'm a demolition expert also. I can blow up the buildings and the bridges and the culvert and the electrical installations and many things. So this part is, up to this part is 1 gallantry. The other gallantry is much higher, because that was definitely a direct, carrying the limpet mine. It was a bomb. 5 kg may be small, may not be 100 kg, but it wasn't that small. If it bursts, it makes 8 to 10 feet hole diameter in a ship. That's why we used it against the ship, so that the ship sinks immediately. So that the next higher gallantry I got, B Ruttam, for the Operation Jackpot. Before that, up to Delhi, after finishing our almost 15 days in Jamuna River and the Qutub Minar area, secretly we came to Palasi on 21st May. I remember. These things are all in my vein. It has just been recorded as if I am talking. It is from my record. 21st May, the camp was open. Initially, we for a few days we were inside the bungalow, the dark bungalow, and then the Bhagirathi river side. There is a big land which was acquired, and it was secured by the security armed forces, and the camp was open in coordination with the Indian Navy. There comes the Admiral Nanda. There comes the great Captain Samanta Mahavir Chakra. There comes the late Lieutenant Commander Matis and the Commander Vijai Kapil, the Chakra, and the Lieutenant Das, and many others, Nanabus, then the Chaman Singh, and then there were many heroic. They were so tough divers, and they were so tough commando. They trained initially we had a plan to train 500 commandos. So the planning was who all, definitely with the higher people, but we had no consultation. We were told to do this, just did it. No question of denying, because it's my liberation, it's my independence, it's my freedom, it's our country. The sooner I go, I clear our country out of enemy hands and give them a tough lesson so that they were doing a mistake and they did it, which is not pardonable. Anyway, after the 21st May, June, July, and the 1st August, I don't know, maybe today, I never asked anybody, please choose me as a leader for Chittagong, or choose me for somewhere else, or for Khulna or Mongla. It was, I was in their eyes and I was spotted. In fact, I used to, also translate the speeches. Lieutenant Commander Marty's, time to time, he used to brief the entire commandos. The training was very tough, 18 hours with a swimming costume only. Just lie down on the ground. What a spirit! What a, the Indians has seen us. Indians has known us that Bangladeshis, if they need be, they can become very tough. If the life goes, but for a cause, for motherland, for the people of this land. We have not done any crime. Why should I be, killed just like that? There, on 1st August, I was sent for an Operation Jackpot with 60 commandos. I remember I started from the Bhagirathi Palasi camp for Damdam Airport. After reaching, boarded the aircraft, I think it was Air Force, when sit down, just about take off, General Aurora came. Today I know he was General Aurora. I never met him before. In the camp only, Admiral Nanda came twice, and our General Usmani and some other people important. Once I think the former Prime Minister Atharuddin Sahab, and otherwise the camp was not under any other sector. It was directly under General Usmani. It was not under any other sector commander of Bangladesh. And the General Usmani is the sector commander, the subsector from Bangladeshi, if anybody, it is me for the naval commandos. Because today, I'm bound to say, because the truth is this. That's why I'm saying, because it was on my plan, the rest of the 8 submariners could come with me. And that's why they have become the commando instructors. And later on, they could do the operations. So the planner, I cannot remain anymore hidden, and it cannot be suppressed. And intentionally, those who are keeping it, they are jealous of us, jealous of me. That's why I'm so vocal today. And that is the truth. And now everybody realizes, if the corona catches us, nobody can stop it and nobody can save. So the bloody death is imminent and inevitable. So why not to tell the truth? Usme kya hai? Usme kya hai? You must tell the truth and enjoy your life. Finally, when the General Aurora came and picked my bag, on the right side, I still remember, I looked at him. It was a general, but with turban, I could understand he's a Sikh. And later I realized this man is General Aurora. Great guy. He was the Eastern Commander. But nobody else I met. The plane went, we landed at Agartala. There I met Brigadier Sabik Singh. What Sabik Singh is another Sikh. He was also great. But I have not stayed with them for a long time. And finally, next morning, but these 50, 60 commandos, the one was a Dr. Shalom Birutom. I taught him how to swim. He was not a swimmer. And I made him that he should be with me as a deputy commander. And he and me, another General Chowdhury at Agartala, used to play 2 songs every day in his tent, and the rest 58, I don't know where they're hiding in their hideouts, in the good hand of the Brigadier Savik Singh. And the two songs every day in a small cassette. You know, those days, the small cassette, the first time possibly like a sponge chappal, small things were coming in this world. As today, you know, the computer I'm using, it is on, actually I had to, you know, beg from my children. Otherwise, I don't have one. So tomorrow, when a small computer comes in the pocket, I will buy one, assure you. Anyway, so the 7 days, General Chowdhury, so tall and handsome, he used to play two songs. Remember these two songs? Ami tomai shuniechilem joto gaan. This is Pankaj Mullik's. Second song, Amar Putul Ajke Jabe Shoshur Badi. But these two songs in this time, in this period, what is the matter? See, the Indians are very cool. They're not killer. They're very cool, methodical, and very sensible and loving. Very loving. That's why he then briefed, will you remember these two songs? After 8 days, they bola, sir, this has gone in the vein. How can I forget? How can we forget? But these two songs will play your signaling method, because we are not carrying any signaling transmitter receiver with you up to Kornufuli Chittagong port and back. So how will you communicate? These two songs will give you the meaning of operations. What is that? First song is 48 hours notice. The second song is 24 hours notice. And both the songs, whenever you catch, will give you the transistor, 6 megahertz, national 3-band transistor, given the leather covered brownie, one to me, deputy leader. But his background is medical student, and my background is military. That's why war, two types, military war and civil war. I'm in the civil war. Come, I'm in military, added responsibility, and after this, he gave the frequencies, 6 megahertz in the morning at so-and-so band, same frequency in the evening, the song will be repeated. Good. If I'm caught ambushed on our way, we were barefooted. Once upon a time, in British time, we had no shoes in our forefathers also. So we were back in the in operation barefooted. And every night on 11th August 1971, entered Harina, Brigadier Savik Singh, scene of us, and our sector commander, and our other, the political leaders whom we never knew, never met. So 60 commandos entered with limpet mines, 60 limpet mines. Each will have one to put in the ship's body. So 30 miles we used to walk every night. And from that day, the radio was on. So no song came on 11. On 12, no song came on 12. So on 13, we came to a Hindu house, and it was a kacha house, and he gave us the shelter and slept in the house. And on 13th morning, 6 o'clock, 5 minutes before, when the song came, possibly it was from Akashbani, Calcutta. But today I'm saying, but those days nobody knew from where it was played. So song came, and in the evening the same song will be repeated. So that means I can confirm now. Now go on counting 2 days. if I have received on 13th morning, in the evening again, that means this song was played for us, for me. And 13, one day gone, 14, second day gone. In the midnight, I can calculate my hitting time. 14 midnight, my timing comes 14 midnight. 14th August is the Pakistan's big day. They will be busy with their big feast. And 15th August, it is the Indians, big feast. So the 14th August, so what to do? So I have been instructed as soon as I got the signal, please, because we were given assistance by the localites. Locals were always with us. They arranged all our transportation to the city. And from Shetakun, where the Hindu house that I was taking the shelter, from that house, everything safely went to Chittagong, Agrabad area. And from Agrabad, in the evening, I have also arrived with my deputy leader, and I had a bodyguard. I gave him my pistol. I said, if I'm caught, you will just shoot me, because no handing over. Because if you hand over, then I will be punished like, and I will not be able to, just not. I will not accept. You will shoot. That's the only your job. So we went to in the center of Chittagong city area for a short time and the night stay. There we have done little bit of Reiki. Then I met few engineers, and then from there again we went for Reiki to the Agrabad area, and then found out our boys were kept comfortably. In the evening, 6 o'clock, sitting on the steps, I got the same song again. The first song, it was repeated. So confirm and reconfirm. The hit timing is the 14th August midnight. From in 1 hour time, I have to do the hit. Otherwise, I will miss the bus. So we have done the Reiki and the meet with the few local leaders. Maulana Sayyid, there used to be a friend of mine, Moinuddin Khan Badal. He became MP also, but unfortunately we lost him, but not in Corona. He was sick. Otherwise, very recently he passed away, and he was also, he knew, but they have not come with us up to the Kornofuli River. So the next day, 14th morning, it was drizzling, and it went on drizzling, and rain continued whole day, even in the night. We were happy. I was happy, because for the divers, for the swimmers, without the apparatus, it is excellent, so that you don't get the any picture or any some sort of sign that the swimmers in the water. So we, on 14th, straightway, we allowed everybody to be that side. So I, among 60, I splitted them into 23 groups. 40 arrived on time, 20 could not. So as such, I cannot wait more than 10 o'clock in the night, because I have to reach by 11:30. I have to assemble again the limpet mine. Detonators used to be with me. 60 detonators I carried. I don't know, it is so dangerous today. If I'm given one detonator to carry, I will say, hell, I will not carry that, because it is so dangerous. If it bursts, you will just, you will go up. But in the liberation war, I think I have angel with me. I had in the liberation war also, I had some special angel with me all the time, and I got the assistance. And 60 detonators were always with me. Finally, I had to do the operations with 40 commandos. In the night, 11:30, I arrived on the other side of the coast. I'm in the naval jetties opposite, and the port jetties opposite. And there, the moment they saw me, the whole lot came, jumped. I said, all right, tonight is the day. Oh, they were jubilant. They said that what a day has come. This is what we were waiting for. not a single boy. Bangladeshi, what a unique, energetic. I must say the credit to Nanabus, Chaman Singh, and the whole, the Captain Samantas and the Vijay Kapils. The Vijay Kapil itself, he brought the Vijay for us. I must say, he is still handsome. I see him today, he looks like, I tell you, he's a great heart, great man, great diver. And they have given their life for our 18 hours solid. 18 hours we were on the mud, gone to slept. But the happiness was there. The most important thing in human's life, the world belongs to Almighty, whether you say Allah or not, whether you say Bhagavan or not, whether you say Jesus or not. But Allah cannot be compared with anybody. It belongs to Him. And He will make sure that no injustice is done to His creation, because He will punish. And Pakistanis did not realize. They thought they will remain in this world for forever. They lost the morale. They lost everything today. They still do not repent for their bad deeds, for their wrongdoings. Well, and then at 11:45 in the night, on 14th August, I'm on that side of the river. Now, 20 guys, I left an order in instruction that if they come, hold them, keep them in the shelter, because no time, I cannot wait. Because if I have to sink timely, I have to go for even one ship. Because that one ship will, once it is sink, it will create a havoc for the shipping line and the shippers. It will create like a wreck in the center of the harbor mouth. So finally, 40 commandos out of 40, 33 commandos were chosen, and 33 mines were carried. I myself, with the first group, with me were Bidhan and Shuttan, two Hindu boys. They were very good swimmers and very good, polite in nature. They were with me, and the rest, 3 in each group, and given them, not that, I mean, the meticulously, I mean, as far as it was possible on the spot. So they were given the direction, this is your target, and so on. So the 11 targets were chosen. 33 mines were given, and 7 guys were kept on the shore for our safety, on the shore coverage. So we went down 5 to 7 minutes before. We were trained to swim with the current, against the current. This technique is a very special technique. If you know the technique, you reach in time, in a minute, in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So in our case, we reached the target almost 5 to 6 minutes time. On arrival, the ship's body in 3 places, forward, mid, and the aft, 6 feet below the water line. All these instructions were given during the training. So they knew that there will be no time. So during the operation, because you may fall in the ambush, you may get scattered. So that's why all these briefings were already given much earlier. So we were carrying the dagger, took out the daggers and scratched, and then put the mine 6 feet below the water line. We can hold our breath, more than, almost at times, more than 2 minutes. So your lungs is totally clear. And everybody's tests, lungs very much these days. But all military guys' lungs are always clear. Only when the age comes little bit, that gets rusted, just a little. But we are still, strong enough against this coronavirus. Anyway, so after putting the mine, then take out the pin. The moment you take out, the 30 minutes time, it goes on running. The dilution of the clock to hit the its mechanism to energize the mind, limpet mark, and then it explodes. So while running back, I was shot from the Chinese rifle from the jetty, the sentry who fired. Finally, we got caught at last leg, but the bullets just passed through by the side. It did not hit. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been here. Professor Kalpana. So that's why I'm saying that I am still alive. I'm very lucky. We have already exchanged good number of messages. It was the Colonel Joshi Saab who told me to only communicate with you, not to him. So I was doing only with you. Anyway, it was so great. Finally, we came back the place from where I was in the water, and there we all reassembled, and then no time to hold on. We went on running with a swimming costume. We had no dress. We had no suit. We had no blazer or tie that you find in peacetime. I am a leader in crisis. That's the leadership. That's the Indira Gandhi. Leader in crisis. Bongo Bandhu. Leader in crisis is a leader, not in peacetime. Not like Trump, that always red tie, and then he gets his chairs is attacked. His Washington DC is attacked. What sort of is it? Say, so we are leader in crisis. The situation, what it demands. So we behaved. We went on running till next morning. Almost before the sunrise. We were near a pondi, Bangladesh, full of river and ponds. So there was a pondi house. So jumped into the pond so that I get washed. And after the wash, we again reshaped ourselves as a shelter in the cow house, near the cow dung, in the cow house. And then somebody came in the morning with anesthetized dhuti, lungi. Bangladesh is full of lungi. It's very comfortable. And the shirt somebody gave us, I still don't remember. All these as if that I got all the shelter. The umbrella was ready for me. Whether it rains or the sun which is coming to hit, I was always looked after. And the message came, Chittagong port was blown up. 33 mines exploded. People fell down from the bed in Chittagong city. And these are limpet mines. This is the history of the Robert Clive's place. Robert Clive never knew that one day the Bangladesh will born here and the naval commandos will take its place with the flag. We used to begin our life with the Tagore song in the Palasi near the Bhagirathi. What a Bhagirathi, Bhagi is the lucky people lives near the Bhagirathi, and we were. And some of our boys used to cry when the national flag used to go up. See the feeling. See, that's why I'm saying again and again, those who came across with us, those who knows us in the war, right from the raw situation, a boy or a girl, what tough they can be. What the heroism for the country. This is how I have fought. I got the chance to contribute a little in my participation. I'm lucky I'm still alive. I'm lucky. I'll be more happy if RRU, the very special university to me, or for that matter, any place in India, for that matter, anybody from India, an Indian citizen, I would like to pay them my best respect always, because the amount of respect, the amount of assistance you have given us, and especially to me, to our people, we will continue and look after us. We are the best neighbor of yours. We are the best brother of yours. We are the best country in the world. What a lovely people, Bangladeshis. I tell you, soft, hospitable, lovable, लेकिन आपसे थोड़ा सा कम होगा दिलीप कुमार एंड मधुबाला से, थोड़ा सा उत्तम कुमार एंड सुचित्रा सेन से, but still not less than yours. थोड़ा सा इंदिरा गांधी से, लेकिन फिर भी हसीना has kept us. She brought us. We were almost put in the graveyard and even our liberation history, but she brought us again. And that is how I got the chance to tell you your part, your people must know you have done the right thing for your generation in the university, the people, the boys, the girls, those who are coming now. They must know the history and contribution of the Indian people in our liberation. Your entire West Bengal was given for our refugees. It's a great thing. The England gave us assistance. The Russian gave us assistance. I was surprised. How come the Americans, they got convinced by the bloody Pakistanis? Now they must charge them. They must charge them. They must bring them into a proper shape. Only India is so soft. India made only one mistake. My good friend Mohanan, my good friend of a long time in Cochin, आपने छोड़ दिया 93,000. You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. That is why the Myanmar has done the wrong thing and injustices pushed the Rohingyas in my country. You must come and stand by the side and tell them, take them back. Take them back. We are by the side of yours. Bangladesh will be always by the side of Indians. And you never forget us, Colonel Joshi Saab. Thank you very much, sir, for your kind invitation and allowing me to speak few words before you. I'm sure I have crossed the time. I will not mention. So I know you're smiling. That's your greatness, your lovingness. That's why you are not tough with me. Thank you so much, the Professor Saab. See you and bring me practically, not virtual. Take me to honor you after the virus. And I'm already vaccinated. So don't worry, if need be, the third one is also, you must send us, you could not send the more AstraZeneca, but I wish India to recover soon. Very sorry for the Indians, lot of, we lost lives. Very sorry, we could not do anything, but I pray Allah will keep us, you and us, always happy and have faith on him. Thank you very much.